Good morning. So, I got a sense that I have homework to do today. Um, don't know what that is. But today I'm volunteering at the church, so really I don't have time to do anything else. I said I'd help with the parking lot team, so I'm dressed for the sun here. And I made my coffee. I didn't have time to cook breakfast because when I set my alarm, I didn't think about physics, and it takes time to drive there. So, and I didn't have enough time for this video. So, on the plus side, I can't ramble too much for too long because I need to head out the door. Um, but I'm really wondering what homework is. Um, and today there's like a 50% chance of rain. So, my first day volunteering on the parking lot team, my first week, there's a 50% chance of rain, which I find interesting. Now, for those who don't know me very well, if you're watching this, I don't care about the being on the sun, being out in the heat. I'm not a fan of being rained on, but it doesn't bother me that much. I don't like my shoes getting wet, so I'll probably leave some in the car. I'll probably take a pair with me and wear them, but if it starts raining, I'll see if I can leave them somewhere and just go barefoot. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna be like feeling so out of place in the church. I mean, this is on dress basically. Uh, so I'll get super cold super easy this way. Um, but this all to protect me from the sun, and I can be in the heat, right? With the clothes that I'm wearing right now, the humidity and everything, I'd probably be fine. I don't know exactly where it would be, but somewhere between 105 and 115 is where I'll be like, it's a little hot today. Florida doesn't typically get that hot. California gets that hot, but it doesn't get that humid, and that's only if there's no breeze. Um, Needless to say, I am uniquely adapted to being in warmer climates. I'm uniquely comfortable with it. So I get to volunteer at a thing that has the least volunteers and is likely the most comfortable for me because I'd rather be outside anyways. So, you know, it is what it is. I gotta make sure I grab my hat, grab my sweater so I can survive being inside. And then I'm just gonna have to get over the fact that I'm gonna be feeling very underdressed while in church. Um, and then grab my bag here. So, yeah, that's it for this morning. Oh, I don't have my phone with me to check what the daily Bible verse is either. One moment. Okay, so it's you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. That's what's in the app today. And that's Deuteronomy 6:5 in the ESV version. Um, yeah, that's something that I'm reminded of, like an image that I've had in my head the last few days is when you're little, that kind of love and aspiration you have for your dad, like how you're looking up to him, how you're like, want to be like that. That's that's kind of how I'm looking to Jesus, and I try to remind myself that's where and how I am. Right, I'm just in awe of the compassion and ability to love and to live like that. And yeah, so I mean that's something, and that really speaks to me. So Yeah, I'm just not being very articulate today. But that's something that really kind of sticks to me, and something that I've been thinking about, um, and and applying moving forward, right? Uh, so that's kind of the imagery that's in my head. Um, so it's funny, and that imagery is that concept, that idea has been kind of like solidifying in my mind and in my heart and in my soul. That kind of relationship where he knows what's best for you, um, and you're just you just love him for everything he's done for you, right? Past, present, and future. Um, so yeah, it's that quote's cool for today. And again, I'm excited to be able to serve meaningfully at the church in a way that, in accordance with one of the things I've learned, I'm disproportionately able to do, and what that's not worded right. I am uniquely positioned to do, right? Whether through situation or circumstance, I'm uniquely situated to help. In this case, they have trouble finding people to volunteer because it's outside in Florida, and I'm like, it's outside in Florida? Sign me up. So I just find that really funny. Of all like the positions to volunteer, the number one thing they need help with is out in the parking lot. Of all the things that they have that I would want to do, the number one thing would be to be out in the parking lot. It's not. It's minimal crowds. It's not minimal human interaction. I don't have a problem with interacting with people. I have a problem with interacting with large groups of people, especially simultaneously. I get a little overwhelmed. Um, and it's not that. You're dealing with a few people here and a few people there. Perfect for me. In an environment that's perfect for me. It's it's just the perfect position for me to volunteer. And this church really needs help with that specific position. I can't tell you how I'd say it's funny, right? It makes me happy, but it's there's so many miracles if you look at them every day, right? Because I don't really believe in coincidences, and so I see these things, and I'm just like, how long have you been cooking this up, Lord? Like, because he had to be putting these pieces together for a few years to make that happen, right? My adaptation to being outside isn't something that happened overnight. This is something that happened over, gosh, what, somewhere between 3 and 5 years. But now I prefer to be outside, um, and I'm comfortable. I'm more comfortable outside, so I just think that's funny. Anyways, I hope you have a great morning.